Hi guys, okay, so I'm going to be doing an installation video for spindles on the Polaris Matryx. Going to be replacing these with some Backwoods BMP elevated spindles. Should really give it another inch of rise. I'll weigh them out, and there aren't really any other installation videos for that, so thought I would do one. I have done a spindle swap on an Arctic Cat that I had, and as you can see, I have already put the Ice Age Striker A-arms on there, so I'm hoping that these will just be a direct bolt-on. Just swap them off, swap them on. As you can see, we'll have to take the ski off. We'll have to remove this ball joint, and then there's another nut and a ball joint up here on the upper A-arm, and then just another nut here, so it should be pretty easy. Those are the stock Polaris spindles, and these are the new Backwoods elevated spindles. So you can see, I think they're going to be a bit heavier. They definitely feel pretty, not super light, so I think they'll be heavier, but I'll weigh them out so you can see the difference. But they're going to look really good. Okay guys, as you can see, I've got this almost off, got the ski off, which is super easy. You're going to throw some grease back in the new one. Doesn't look like there was really any grease in there. I think that should be greased. Got this off, put it back on. It's really just a bunch of 17, 15, 16, and a punch so far. So let's just have this little last one. It looks like it's a star wrench up there. Take that bolt off, and this one should be off. Okay guys, here as you can see, the stock spindle and the Backwoods spindle definitely going to sit quite a bit higher. Well, it's an inch higher. This is actually lime squeeze. This is Polaris neon, both Polaris paint colors, but this was a little bit more highlighter yellows, and this is a little bit more green. I'm gonna weigh these out and see. Actually, I'm thinking now that the stock one is a bit heavier. Well, I'm not sure. Let's see. Okay guys, got my little fish scale here. We're gonna weigh each spindle and see what it comes to. First, we'll do the stock spindle. And that comes in at surprisingly heavy, 43.2 ounces. 43.2 on the stock. And now the Backwoods BMP. .6, so about 6 ounces heavier. We'll have to try and cut that weight off somewhere else on the sled. All right, now we got the we got the first bolt on here on the Backwoods spindle. You can see how much that thing's gonna pop. Like I said, it's just a bunch of 16, 17 wrenches. You don't have to deal with any ball joints. Just for the spindles, so we're gonna pop these on. They were torqued pretty tight. I think I did that when I did the Striker A-arms. So they were torqued basically as tight as I think you can get them, because they were really, each of these was really hard to get off. But we were able to do it, so let's put these on and I'll show you the product. Okay, as you can see, I got the new spindle on. Man, that just looks so good. All I gotta do is tighten these nuts down. Gonna put a little bit of grease in the lower part of the spindle where the ski attaches. I think that's supposed to have some lubrication there. But yeah, so they are basically just a direct bolt-on. No really definitely easy level of difficulty, except I know the skis, the hard part getting on with the rubber and getting it down there, but that's what the punch is for. So shouldn't be too much of a problem. And I think I'm gonna like it a lot. I can already tell it lifts the snowmobile, front end of the snowmobile up off the ground a little bit. And I think I'm really gonna like it. I think it's gonna raise the handlebar setup another inch, so I might go down to a lower riser if I feel like it did that. But okay guys, got the new Backwoods BMP spindles on the Khaos. They look sick, and kind of give you a view from the front. Gonna give it a really mean look, and not to mention raise it up a little bit. Got the ski back on. The ski actually wasn't hard at all. I just slipped that bolt right through. This rubber was a little worn down. I'll just monitor that. I think that kind of made it easier to slip the bolt through, but on these Polaris had no trouble. Basically just threaded it through by hand, whereas I know when I've done that before on an Arctic Cat, it was come hell or high water to get that bolt through. But yeah, super simple. It's all done. That spindle is all the way on. Took about 30 minutes start to finish, and I was taking my time. So great upgrade. Now what I show you, I am going to do some suspension adjustments. I did put the spacers back in the same spot, as you can see. I believe Ice Age recommends moving one spacer to the outside when they do their elevated spindles. However, I'm not going to with ski stances. Seems like the trend is moving to the narrower ski stance, and so I don't want to go any wider, so I'm going to keep them there, even with it being a little more tipsy with the extra inch on the spindle. However, I am going to, I'll probably just go to start one click on the low speed, or the high speed and the low speed on the Walker Evans shock here, just to make it a little bit more firm, a little bit less tipsy. See how that goes. I'm hoping that I won't need to make any significant preload adjustments, but I may have to depending on the handling down the road. And I'm also going to go a bit stiffer on the front track shock. As you can see right there, probably low speed and high speed. I'll probably start by just going one click stiffer to make the front end, to make the playfulness of the Khaos kind of stay in, because the front end, being with more weight on the front spindle, is going to put more ski pressure, and so it may not want to come up as much as the Khaos does normally, which I love the playfulness of the Khaos, so I don't want to lose that. So I'm going to try going stiffer, and then I'll go a bit softer on the rear track shock. Probably just one click to start with, and hopefully, like I said, I won't need to do any preload adjustments, but I may have to down the road. There's a great video that Turcotte's put out, basically telling you how to adjust these front and back track shocks to get more playfulness or less playfulness. So check out his video if you want to learn more. Hey guys, okay, I got into a little bit of an issue here once I put the both skis on. I had a little bit of issue with the toe of ski pointed in, so you will have to do some adjusting. As you can see, the stock spindle are like pretty more aligned, the two ball joints, and as you can see on the Highmark spindle, it's a little bit inset, so there is a difference, so you'll have to do some adjustments. You'll have to peel this boot back and get in, unlock that lock nut and this lock nut on the steering rod, and then adjust. This is a 16 and a 17. Then you'll have to adjust this left and right to bring the ski toe out. There are some factory measurements, should be in your manual. I'm just gonna eyeball it. But yeah, so you will have to do some adjustments.